Tonight was no bueno.
It was not. They killed the Raw After Mania crowd.
And when you kill the Raw After Mania crowd, when you get them chanting AEW, you done fucked up, Aaron.
It's a good segment. By the way, I'm Jonn Ritland. That is...
The Derbinator?
Yes, the Raw After Mania show, Brooklyn. I have noticed the last few years the Raw After Mania show has been kind of weak, especially last year's and this year's. Now, there was a few good things. Now, apparently the Superstar Shakeup is next week, and that's good. Maybe we'll get some debuts, maybe we'll get some fresh feuds, maybe they will possibly release some people sometime later this month. Not that I want people to lose their job, but they might need to. Because there are too many people.
Plus, that'll allow people to go to bigger and better things. Like, because you can make a shit ton of money on the indies without killing yourself in WWE's schedule.
WWE hoarding all the toys, hoarding all the talents. It's just like what WCW did in the 90s. And guess what happened to WCW? Oh, right, they don't exist anymore. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to WWE, but they got issues. Anyway, Seth Rollins comes out, hashtag full-time champ, crowd goes nuts, burn it down, they're guilty of arson. How dare they do that?
And then, the New Day arrive.
They did. Big E did the splits, playing his Big D.
He did the splits pretty damn well.
He did. He split his Big D, have fun on seeing that.
Gross.
Sounds very painful. Yeah, this was interesting. So yeah, like they said, Superstar Shakeups next week.
And then they shot themselves in the foot from the get-go.
They did, because Seth versus Kofi, it's going to be a winner-take-all match. They decided that, hey, Universal Champion, WWE Champion, Becky won 2 titles in a winner-take-all match. Why don't we do it here? And they could have done this better, but they didn't do the thing.
Yeah.
Drew and Roman were not on this show.
Which Roman I can understand. Drew, not so much.
Yeah.
Or maybe at least he's getting some rest.
Possibly. This show flew by, I will say that much.
Yeah.
For the most part. Hawkins and Ryder starting off versus a Revival.
Again.
Automatic rematch clause, it still exists.
No, it doesn't. Shut up.
Oh, we're the authority. Right, we're the authority. So yeah, Hawkins may have tweaked his hamster. Or his hamstring. It's one of the two.
I do believe it was the hamster.
Hamsters are... My sister had a hamster.
Anyway,
but yeah, this was a basic match.
Yeah.
It seemed like maybe Hawkins and Ryder might lose, but nope. Hawkins pins Dawson.
Crowd got drawn back into it near the end of the match, but as curtain jerkers go, this one was the jerkiest of the curtains.
It was. It was cured, though. It was a cured kind of jerk. But... yeah, so Hawkins' record technically now, after ending his losing streak, is 2-2-69.
Too nice.
Yes, it was. So that was what it was. Baron Corbin comes out, and let me tell you this: no matter how much he tried to lean into it. I'm sorry, Corbin is not interesting. The crowd was chanting "Shut the fuck up," and they couldn't mute it. That's how loud the crowd was.
Yep.
This show wasn't very good. I'm sorry, it really wasn't.
Raw After Manias are usually what we end up grading as A's, and it is definitely not getting this tonight.
Even a B+, even a B. Like a solid B, and this just wasn't. Yeah.
Dr. B!
Situation woefully unpopulated by beasts. But anyway, Corbin's out there, and yeah, Kurt comes out, and he shakes Corbin's hand, you were the better man, but then ends up ankle slamming.
Oh, he goes, I wish you luck. Bad luck.
That's a good... And then Bad Luck Fale comes out. No, anyway. So...
But after laying down the ankle slam, Corbin rolls out of the ring.
After the ankle lock, too.
Oh, yeah, after the ankle lock.
And then we hear a woman screaming, and it's not my dates.
And then the largest Amish man to ever exist...
Larmish.
...appears. And it is Lars Sullivan.
It's good to see Lars Sullivan back.
Yes.
Really
welcome back, Lars.
Definitely welcome back.
Also, I would have had him come, debut against, Braun Strowman. But I guess maybe Braun wasn't available.
True. Where was Braun? There were so many people that were off this card. Maybe they were at Access, because they were doing Access today.
True. But yeah, he comes in, freak accident on Kurt,
and a
diving headbutt.
Which he protected.
Yeah.
He
does it smartly.
Yeah. Unlike Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Who's still doing that.
Yeah.
This is probably the best debut they could do for Lars, though. I mean, he lays out an angle. That's fine.
I would have had him come out against Drew or somebody, or Elias, but
But the problem is that they want to push Lars as a heel, having him beat up Elias. I get what you're saying. They could have him beat up Apollo Crews.
Elias is still very much over as a face, even if he is trying to be a heel.
Yeah, true, and we'll get to that soon. Don't worry. Yeah, Lars, fine. Good to see him back. Hopefully they do some good stuff with him. Then we get Alexa versus Bayley. Alexa is in her ring gear. Take 2 of every animal, get him on the arc because the end is here.
Hey, welcome back to the ring, Alexa. It's good to see that you're still able to go.
I guess she was on some live events or something like that, but still, if we don't see her wrestle on TV, how the fuck are we gonna know that? Of course, the crowd doing, oh, Bayley, ooh, I want to know if you'll be my girl. That was good stuff. That started in NXT TakeOver London. Oh, and Alexa pinned Bayley really quickly. It was like 4 minutes.
Seeing the storyline going was Bayley was both frustrated and worn out from the match.
The previous night.
Right. And so it just continued to wear on her, and Alexa took advantage of it.
That was nice that Bayley showed some more aggression, though. You stopped thinking that.
Aggressive. Aggressive?
Yeah. And of course, as people pointed out, you know, Bayley's favorite country.
Djibouti.
It's nice. It is nice. But yeah, Alexa won. And then Becky out there, hashtag Becky 2 belts, I guess is what we're going with.
Becky 2 belts!
And Becky pointed out that she was in leather. We noticed. Don't worry. We noticed. But, moving on.
Yep.
That was pretty cool, though. Becky got all the adulation, all the adoration. The crowd showered her with praise.
Right.
And them, possibly themselves. But, yeah, that was cool.
And then Lacey Evans' theme hits. She goes to walk down the aisle. Down the ramp. She gets down there. Gets face to face with Becky. Goes to turn around. Then turns back around. Woman's right. But Becky doesn't get knocked out.
She gets back up again.
She didn't even get knocked down. So you can't say that. I'm sorry.
I can.
But, yeah.
And then
the two begin to brawl.
They do. They go up the ramp, and it felt very staged after that. But then, yeah, if we're getting this feud, I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm for it. This is what you need. Now, if it goes to SmackDown, if you have Lacey win the Raw Championship, it is what it is. Becky should be on Raw, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, have her lose the SmackDown Women's title at some point.
Interference from Charlotte.
Or Sonya. Or lose to Sonya.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Because then you could have... But, nah. We'll see. The whole point, we'll see what happens on SmackDown. I like this, though. This is like one of the few things I liked on this show.
Yeah.
But then Aleister and Ricochet, the crowd singing along to both their themes, that was cool shit. Well, I mean, especially Aleister.
Right.
Never be Weevil. But Aleister and Ricochet versus Gable and Rude. Gable and Rude doing the more heelish stuff. More heelish shit. It didn't work because they lost.
They did.
They lost. But then, you know, Rude beat up Ricochet afterwards, I think. Yeah. Ricochet hit a weird finisher, by the way. It was a Codebreaker variation. But then we go backstage to Elias strumming his instrument. On camera again.
Meanwhile, back at the plot.
We then get a weird smoky thing with a box.
Oh no. And then, as it turns out, someone has discovered their love of hand puppets, and that person is Bray Wyatt. As a little buzzard head pops out of the box. I cannot wait for his new finisher, Mr. Buzzo.
That's what JoJo uses when he's away.
Oh, that's Mr. Well, no, that would be Woody, not Buzz.
Would be that.
That's a Toy Story for you.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna say, hand Bray his pink slip right now. That killed him. Right there. You haven't even brought him... Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Okay, do you think I'm wrong?
Little.
Okay. I'm sorry, you have to handle these things. Hand puppets don't get over anymore.
They could have him as someone who's just gone completely insane.
Right, but hand puppets.
Exactly.
It worked for Foley, that's it.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, you have confidence. I hope you're right.
I don't have confidence. I just have patience.
Are you implying, Chris, that I'm too impatient? Okay.
I'm not gonna let you finish that because I'm impatient.
All right. Okay. I walked into that one.
You did.
Yeah. Hand him his pink slipped up. By the way, that is how Bray's buzzard looked after he was inside JoJo.
All right.
I looked on seeing that. Lashley and Ambrose. It wasn't a match.
No, it was not.
Lashley ended up saying, Ambrose, after you leave.
I'll take care of your wife.
Okay.
I'm like, Lashley, don't try and be Samoa Joe.
Wendy. But yeah, Ambrose attacked a little bit, but then got laid out through the announcer's table, and then Renee's checking on him. Muggsy Sam, actually, Karen, she put up something on Twitter. She thinks Dean's not leaving, and she could be right, she could be wrong. Dean's not leaving, he'll be gone for a few months, attack Lashley, match for SummerSlam. Possibly.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? It could be working us all. I wouldn't blame him if he left, though.
No.
We didn't get Mojo facing away with weird paint on his face.
And my first thought was, look at the camera, 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 look at the camera. Which he did not do.
No.
But as the mirror continues to go around, the mirror appears to be shattered, and he's got face paint to match that shattered motif. I'm wondering what direction they're taking Mojo. This might be an interesting, more character-driven version of Mojo, which is more than what he's ever been.
First word, future, last name, Endeavor. That's where it's going.
That would be an interesting wrestler name.
Would be.
Future Endeavor!
He's gonna be
Which is funny because there's a hero in My Hero Academia whose name is Endeavor.
Seriously? Mm-hmm. But anyway, so Sami Zayn's back.
We just some look on his future.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sami Zayn has returned, and then they got a commercial.
On the stage. Yeah, he slipped on the stage, and then we did that. But he gets to face Finn Balor, and Finn Balor, the man who deep-throated Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania.
That would be dethroned. But also, they have a match, and that was about all I could say about it.
It was an Intercontinental title match.
Yeah, it was an Intercontinental title match. It was a good match.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, there was no doubt that Zayn was losing.
Yeah.
And Zayn lost, and then Zayn, even though he got a hero's welcome, just turned full-on heel, calls the fans cynical. It's a good thing I don't apply to that.
It was funny, this is one of the many times during tonight that you called what was going to happen next. You called that it was going to be Finn Balor that was going to be facing Sami. And then Finn Balor showed up. And then we get into the next segment.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, first we get into one other thing.
But Zayn did the whole thing where he called the fans cynical. It's a good thing that does not apply to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never cynical.
We don't review things and be cynical about stuff.
No.
Right, John?
Never. What?
Never.
No. Dana Brooke cut a pro... Sweet Jesus. God. Dana... Whoever's...
Doricato, Mrs. Roboto,
Domo. No.
She was extremely robotic.
She
could not deliver lines.
She tried. It just...
Oh my God,
did I try? It's just, this was bad. And look, I'm sure a lot of it was scripting. Dana wants to wrestle. She wants to do better. This is
She needs a mouthpiece and not her own. If she's going to stay.
What does she need to do with her mouthpiece?
Have mouthpiece talk for her?
You just gonna torpedo that
yes.
joke right there? Okay, all right. Sarah Schreiber, though. It's always good to see her on camera. They need better writers. Good Lord. Dana doesn't need a mouthpiece. Elias strumming his instrument again and insulting the crowd and saying, if anybody interrupts me again, they're a dead man. And I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, and then you made a joke about the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And then... Dong!
And Brooklyn came alive for the Undertaker's dong.
Hopefully they cleaned up.
Alive. So,
you're welcome.
Yeah. You're welcome. So, yeah. Undertaker... Why?
I don't know.
Saudi Arabia. That's why. We're going to get Elias versus Undertaker, Saudi Arabia. You know we're going to.
Shut up.
I'm right.
You should be wrong.
I know. You don't think you think I want to be right?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Alright.
They tease us holding him, Elias leaving, not leaving, and then he tries to attack Undertaker. Undertaker loses his goddamn hat on the jokes. Undertaker, let the hair go, please.
Let it go.
Good.
Dude, you don't need it.
Good, and he's so tan, he's like the Undertanner. Ugh.
You had to reach for that one, huh?
I had to reach to the depths of the earth for it.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, Elias gets chokeslammed. And he was dumb.
Tombstone.
And also. Tombstone.
Yeah. I know that there are people that like the fact that Elias, oh, he's in the segment with The Undertaker, it's great. Look, it's fine if you guys see it that way, but Elias is not...
Even without the match stipulation, someone still got buried alive.
God, you're not wrong. Elias just... There's no character to him. Well, okay, there's no good character to him. As good over as he is.
Yeah.
He just gets buried. That feud with Jarrett did nothing for him. Ever since he lost and got nothing out of that feud with Seth Rollins.
Ever since they made him go heel.
Yeah, I mean, but even when they made him go face, ever since he lost that feud to Seth Rollins, you know, when he didn't win the Intercontinental title, that was the end of it.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but this match with Undertaker and pending match will not do any good.
No.
It
Not
won't.
unless he wins it.
It won't.
It's the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And you don't beat the Undertaker unless you're Roman Reigns.
True. Yeah, Undertaker.
Or
Was
Brock
like, oh, God, right. Seth versus Kofi, winner take all. It was fine, then the bar interferes, and that killed the crowd. That killed the crowd. They were pissed. They would have bought an Undisputed Era entrance, or Drew, or something like that. They would have bought that.
But the Bar? Really?
The Bar are a great team.
They are.
But we don't need to see that.
The Bar. And they could have done so much more with this. If they had the very last moments...
Yeah.
Had somebody else had the Undisputed Era interrupt. Have the Velveteen Dream interrupt.
Riddle.
Yeah, well, that'd be a very heelish move.
It would Dream somebody. Just the bottom line is they needed somebody. This didn't work. The crowd was chanting bullshit.
Have Daniel Bryan interfere.
Have Daniel Bryan interfere. Don't have Rowan do it. He can't do shit in the ring.
Yeah.
Bullshit chants. AEW, CM Punk,
oh,
asshole
yeah.
chant. When you're getting people to chant for the T-shirt company, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Or that's not a good thing. It killed the crowd. Then we had the Bar versus Kofi and Seth. Hey, it was a stomp to Cesaro. C. I'm sorry. C.
C minus.
C minus. You know what? I'll go C minus.
There was some good. There was a lot of bad, but it wasn't enough to completely kill the show. But this has been our lowest rated Raw after Mania, and that's sad. Yeah. There's so much that they could capitalize on with this show, and they didn't.
The best thing I have to look forward to would be Lacey versus Becky. But anyway, C minus. You
can see there's a pull up here.
I mean, I can't yet.
You will. You all will. And yeah, let us know what you think down in the comments down below. Hit like, dislike, or subscribe. But yeah, this has been Real Honesty with John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Durbinator. And you have a great night.